Trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Brissett on first down. And he finds Fitzgerald. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Brissett. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Play fake, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Brissett. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm not ready. Hey, check.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
First down. First down at the 22-yard line.
Watch it back.
First down, Brissett. It's caught by Garcon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Out of the gun, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't call. And sometimes that's the last thing you...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. On third down, Hines, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Brissett sets to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now it's Hines. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Hines. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Colts nothing.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Brissett now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Brissett. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Larry as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
On the set. Hey, we got Mike, number 64. Don't get nervous. Go.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, set. 58 to Mike. Watch the run. No, X3. 218, chop. Safety three. Check 4, check 4. Snap.
On second down, McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down, Broncos.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 30 base. Recon, 132 fighter. Now. Big grip, big grip.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
4 down, 4 down. Check Mike, 99. Check. Go. Ready?
They look to throw. It's locked. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
At the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw is Brissett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the 3rd part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory. So
let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now this throw caught left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's Brissett, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
A first down throw for Brissett. That's complete right around the 8. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I don't think you got it, son. Slam. Hey, Mike 51.
They go play action with Brissett. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Brissett. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 16-yard touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Check 31.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DK Metcalf, 68 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, It certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett now. Gets it off to Freeman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Brissett eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. And it's the Saints that have moved out ahead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Locke to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
53 is the mark. 50. Hey, high 7. Go. 53 is mark. Check. 53.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey, they're scared.
Brissett to throw on first. Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we continue